A major transformation is happening in downtown Syracuse right now, and we're not just talking the look of a part of Warren Street, we're also talking about the way the city and the region will cultivate innovation. So joining us now, Center State CEO, President, Chief Executive Officer Rob Simpson. Rob, this is an exciting announcement here. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me. There's a lot to be hopeful for and enthusiastic about what's happening here in Central New York right now.
So more specifically, what has been known as the Tech Garden is going under a major renovation, going to be completely different. So it's also getting a new name. Can you share with us what the name is and why you're changing the name of this new facility?
I think first and foremost, we reflected really carefully, right? We're about to complete a $32 million renovation of this facility that has serviced our entrepreneurial and tech community over the course of the last 20 years. And I think as we reflected on that journey 20 years ago, and we thought about where we are here in Syracuse and Central New York today, we felt like it was an appropriate moment to rebrand the facility, to give it a new mission, and to invite every human and every successive generation here in Syracuse to help write that future for us. When the Tech Garden was created 20 years ago, we were literally planting seeds for our innovation economy. Today, we've had several unicorn companies, billion-dollar startups that have emerged from the Syracuse startup scene. And what we need to do now going forward is less about planting seeds. It's about reaching for that thing that is just over the horizon, that better, more equitable, maybe even more audacious version of ourselves. That is what we're looking for, and that is why we're thrilled to announce that the building formerly known as the Tech Garden will now be the Inspire Innovation Hub.
I love it. Excellent. Yeah, so that explains exactly kind of the direction you want to go with it. So I have to ask you, it looks certainly amazing, but I'm guessing there's more than the look, the renovation, the name change. What kind of program and event changes now come along with this as you kind of go, like you said, in a new direction?
Well, our goal here is to make sure we are reaching all of our region's entrepreneurs. The reality is, if you look at Center State CEO's portfolio of supports for our small business community, we are not just supporting tech companies, as the name Tech Garden might have implied. We're supporting entrepreneurs who are in the Salt City market running food and retail businesses. We're supporting neighborhood-based businesses. We are supporting tech companies, and we're supporting companies that are manufacturing drones. Across the full spectrum of our Central New York business community, that is who we want to serve. That is who this building is for. It is literally a monument from our perspective of the very best that this region has to offer the world, especially that which we haven't created yet, the products of our future and collective inspiration. That's what we want to cultivate in this new facility, and that is why we've chosen to rebrand in the way that we have.
Okay, let's take a look at the launch video for the Inspire Innovation Hub. It's pretty slick, but it does explain a lot about this place. And the logo is a nod to SYR, as in Syracuse. You find those three letters in Inspire. The icon is at 31.5 degrees, 315.
This facility, from my perspective, has been one of the linchpins to our economic renaissance. I think we have to remember where the Central New York economy was 20 years ago when this building was first created, when the Tech Garden came into existence. We were literally planting seeds. There was very little innovation ecosystem. There weren't support programs for entrepreneurs. And here, just 2 decades later, we've had some great success. We now know that successful economies do one thing very clearly and succinctly. They start more companies than they lose every single year. That is our driving thesis in our innovation and entrepreneurship portfolio here at Center State CEO, and ensuring that we are creating as many companies as possible, refilling the pipeline for future growth and development here in Central New York has been as important a pillar as any that we've pursued from an economic development perspective over the course of the last 20 years.
Great time to be here, Rob Simpson. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing this exciting news with us. And there will be many, many, many great stories to come out of here. Appreciate you being here. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks so much, Jeff.